of the Bucharest minor, and it is Gambit Esports versus Ehome. Up here at top, Immersion walking into plenty of heroes as Tianming will immediately get that stun off. Immersion being body blocked up, now going in the other direction, but Faith Bian, he's playing it long and he's going to find himself the Tusker's first blood. Faith Bian comes into contact with FNG, immediately drops down the... Oh my god! The Dazzle just got annihilated by Faith Bian. Now they'll turn their attention to the Darkseer as well as he gets X-Marked into a boat. Not looking too good. Afterlife trying to get himself away. Gets the creep cap, but no, doesn't get the deny off. He's just going to die. Afan and Jay going for the TP out. Will be successful, I think. Yep. Gambit come into contact with Faith Bian. Maybe they'll actually be able to get this kill this time though. Turns around trying to get the life trip, but no, the Ravage comes down. It's only for a Pugner, but I think it's worth it as Gambit will find themselves a kill. But now ASD is coming. You've got no Ravage, and Ehome want to fight. They jumping in. Everybody choo-choo. Immersion does actually manage to keep himself alive a little bit longer. They'll turn their attentions to Afan and Jay instead, and they will pop the Watermelon. Meanwhile, Immersion going for the Roche to 9. Not quite working out just yet. Trying to play around with the Snowball here. Why though? He's going to charge up that Conoplast and will charge it well. Down goes Immersion. Ego, think we're doing Roshan here? Meanwhile, ASD finds FNG. X marks. You can't run from the pirate. The Shallow Grave will delay the inevitable, but I don't think there's any save coming in for FNG right now. He's going to go down all the same. Roshan still being attempted here. Now, Ehome think they're safe to go for this. There's only 3 heroes up, but the combo is certainly possible. They're going to go for it. Ravage into the wall as well with the vacuum coming up. Do they have to follow up damage, though? They're in the pit on the side of Gambit, trying to do their best to turn this one around. Roshan getting very low, but they can't find any kills. There comes the Conoplast coming in from behind. They will actually catch Afan and Jay trying to make the escape. They do mess up the Roshan attempt for the time being, but they've given away a kill on their tide. More importantly, they've given away the Ravage as well, which makes it very hard for them to fight. Tusk trying to survive is inside the Snowball. ASD waits for him though, and meanwhile the Roche does go down. Hack sneaks in and grabs it. Gambit do actually get the Roshan. All of a sudden it all seems worth it. Immersion gets stunned up, but he's going to be okay. Now, Conquer with this Radiance in the bottom lane. Oh, they find themselves a Darkseer. Goes for the vacuum wall just before he dies. Shallow Grave going to buy him better time as well. As in comes the Tuskar as well. And the Ravage coming out from Afan and Jay. It's running pretty nicely. Ehome refusing to die right now. Afan and Jay is actually the only one to fall so far. Finally, ASD will fall. Ego fighting up on the front lines. Happy just will pile into Dahak here. Has got that Aegis. Will be forced to use it. Meanwhile, the Huskar Illusion chasing down Ego. FNG leading the charges. In comes a Sven. Tianming, of course, having that ultimate available. Not the carry, but still does some damage when he pops it. Ego, meanwhile, will actually fall to Dahak. Dahak trying to do his best to turn this fight around, but he's laying into the Sven. It's just not doing anything. Meanwhile, Immersion gets chased down. The Tusk is dead. Dahak trying to get himself away will be searched. Gambit looking for the aggressive plays. They're going to find ASD. They're going to the Conquer here. Do they have the sight? Yes, they do. Jumping on top of the TP's coming in thick and fast, but ASD is dead. In comes the Huskar, and Dahak's not done here. Does get stunned up by the Sven, the AoE coming in. Oh, beautiful vacuum up onto the high ground. Going to have to force the BKB here on Ego if he wants to survive this, and I'm not even sure that's going to help. Dahak still chasing. Okay, Wise coming in. He's going to have an ultimate as Ego trying to fight another 4 staffs the Huskar away. The Snowball is enough from Immersion, but he can't find the contact. Meanwhile, Dahak stuck, looking at a ball of light. Ego so low on HP. Finally, he dies. And now goes Faith Bian as well. And actually, Gambit, we've got a game on our hands. Gambit waiting patiently, very patiently. They get the Yules off. It will cancel the X marks. They come onto ASD, but ASD just pops that BKB straight away. X marks Torrent and throw down the boat as well onto Afan and Jay. There comes the turret, and then they're just trying to actually back out. They've used their spells. They're not doing a whole lot here. Meanwhile, the PL's going to come in and deal with that another ward. ASD, absolutely no match. Oh my god, Afan and Jay just comes too far forward and gets blown up there on the tide. Does still have the Ravage, so will buy back to try and use it. Dahak chasing forwards. ASD, oh, 4 stuff just to the side of the charts. Faith Bian, not quite so lucky, but the vacuum wall brings down 3 inside of it. Meanwhile, the Snowball through, coming onto backlines, looking for the Costle, but it's Dahak stunned up by the Sven, trying to TP himself away. Will be successful because they don't want to commit the Ravage just for a Sven. Meanwhile, ASD held still, the Conquer being jumped upon by Afterlife, and Dahak Hack. Can they find the damage? There's your Ravage. Comes through onto 3, but is it enough? Ego dropping so low, trying to force stuff him away. The armlet toggles as well, helping up the heal from Fabian, but it's ASD who's in trouble to Hack. Finds a kill. The Phantom Lancer seemingly unstoppable right now. The Sven coming in, though they turn their attention to Hack's going down. He's held still and killed by everybody on the side of Ehome. Y goes down on the side of Ehome, but it's not quite enough to make the fight worth it. And now they'll look for Afan and Jay as well. Gambit have lost this fight. What more can they lose? Afan and Jay with the hatred trying to get himself away, but will not be successful. Down he goes. And oh look, there's a convenient Roshan for Ehome. Whilst they're at it, they may have to turn this one back into their favor. Down into the middle lane, Ehome taken to the high ground. Still 60 seconds till that tide, and 23 until the Phantom Lancer, unless he wants to buy back. They do have the Fortify to work with. Poison's out, and they actually jump straight forwards onto the Dazzle here. Sven going for this one all by himself. FNG does manage to get himself away. X marks out onto Immersion. Yule's up, does cancel. And now a quick blink away from him as well. But Ehome, they get back to business. Vax taking these barracks for 1 second, and now your Phantom Lancer is back. Ehome, are they going to respect him? I mean, they have the Aegis on the Huskar. They're just not scared right now. The Aghanim's Gush coming through. It's just not enough to push them back, though. Ehome still on the high ground, and there's a heal coming out from Faith Bian as well, and a little jump forwards onto, oh my god, Afterlife, you might actually die from this. Meanwhile, the boat comes out onto 2 to Hack, held still. This could be really bad. He's stunned up by the Sven in the middle of everybody. Evan and Jay can't get off the Ravage in time. Does finally get it off. The Hack will get himself away. The Kelpal ulti doing a bit as well, but Afan and Jay dies for getting the ultimate off, and Ehome just get right back to business. They take down the racks. A good game is played. They can't do it without the Ravage. They can't do it at all. Game 1 goes to Ehome. Game number 2 now, Ehome versus Gambit. Afterlife falling pretty low on the Prophet here, trying to make his way through the trees, but why we'll see him with the blast gets the kill. Mod the Hack on the Anti-Mage, farming himself away. This time we've got to spend on the carriers. Ego's playing it, they jump in with the Lich. And yeah, he's gone. He's very much gone. The Rampage actually takes the kill. They'll look towards the Wisp as well, and that is going to be Tianming going down as well on that IO. Team on the top lane. Ehome looking for kills of their own with the Legion Commander up on top. FNG, though, with that Frost Shield doing so much work. Afan and Jay is coming in with the Static Link, and that's going to take care of Faith Bian quite quickly. Now Ehome realize they need to get themselves away. The IO Legion making a run for it, but there's a chain. Frost going to whip through, get the kill onto the Wisp, and down goes ASD as well. The Coddle ult, too little, too late. And then Gambit will just kill that thing. Ehome up onto the high ground. RP straight away onto Immersion here, trying to ram him back, but there's a Chain Frost coming through. He tosses him into his team, but no, the Chain Frost goes to the creep. Immersion, though, coming through with the Coddle ulti. It's going to hold him still. Can they actually finish off this kill? Yes, they can. Ehome, and they get the jewel as well. Gambit, are you sure we want to be fighting this one? Ego's looking pretty scary right now. Healed up by ASD, does get the stun off. Meanwhile, IO picked up on the backlines. Ego does finally go down. ASD in the middle of it all, trying to fight up, but Afan NJ just giving him the run around the Leech Commander. Oh, Ehome, it's all falling apart in game 2. Only 13 minutes in, but that was a horrible looking fight. Look at that net worth XP all falling, and the RP comes out. They just want to kill onto Afan NJ. They should be successful. They will be. Down goes the Razor, but up on the high ground, they've taken down the IO, and now they're looking towards Ego as well as they force FNG down. Okay, FNG might be the lamb to go to the slaughter here for Gambit, but the rest of them going to make it out. IO and Legion having a little walk hand in hand. What a loving little ball of light he is. And now they're going to slay Roshan. Heading to a different target. So Gambit, smoke up, looking to pay a visit to the Roche Pit. Perhaps the RP only lands onto 1 again, and now the Gaze going to stop him from getting off that charge as ASD jumps in and just gets annihilated. The Chain Frost going to work and a half here as it bounces between the entirety of Ehome. When's it going to stop? It's not going to stop as they are all dead except for Y. Gambit looking very, very good here. 21 minutes in, but they might be about to level this up as they are inside of Ehome space. They coddle the Coddle. They coddle the Coddle. They just kill him. They just kill him. Why? Fires back, tries to get the blast off, but the racks are under heavy siege right now. Blinding Light going to buy him a bit of time, but not enough for his team to get back and defend. They lose the melee racks in the bottom lane. Gambit go to the tier 2 tower in mid. They're not done. They very much feel the wind in their sails, and come up to the high ground to knock on Ehome's door once again. Forced up into the front. Can they take down the Prophet in time? No, and actually the damage coming through from Dahak is far too much for Ego to handle. He has to back himself away. Meanwhile, Fabian, he's going to go down as well. The Magnus is dead. I mean, they do get the dual win, but ASD might die afterwards. No, they can't find the pickup with the armlet toggles. Meanwhile, Ego held still inside. Oh, he breaks the wrong trees inside of Dahak, and he is going to die. Ego is dead. And that is your number one carry going down, and Gambit, they only lose a support, and he is brought back and coming right back into this. Gambit, they see the end, and they are not going to wait for it to come to them. They're going to come out and grab themselves quick, man, style up onto ASD here, force him away out of those trees, getting into safety, but Gambit still getting these barracks. Gambit looking for the final push here as ASD jumps in onto Hack straight away, but Immersion to follow up onto Tiny as well, tossing ASD back into the enemy team. The RP is pretty big from Magnus, but is it enough? It may well be, as Immersion and FNG are dead. The Lich ulti though getting to work as they take down ASD. The Legion Commander goes out of the fight. Fabian, he's taken care of. It's a close fight, but not really, because Dahak is just uncontested. Does now back himself away, and actually Ego jumps in with the stun, gets a kill onto Affinj, and Dahak gets himself out. Afterlife, just getting himself the TP out. If you don't kill Dahak, these fights are still really difficult. Now jumping to the high ground here, get himself stunned up. He actually drops the Abyssal onto Ego here. Constantly popping that counter with the Frost as well as Gambit. They do lose FNG. Affinj tricked into a duel by ASD with that BKB, but they can't seem to get enough damage off onto him to actually win the duel. Now the cheese comes out from him as they can turn this one around. Dahak laying into Ego here. The Sven chase back. Dahak chasing still, using that counter spell to jump himself forwards, and now they'll get back to the base. Fortified does come out. Ego jumping in, but Dahak jumping in as well. They both kind of just trade places there. Dahak does get stunned up. Ego's on top of him here. Can they find the follow-up damage, though? Doesn't look like they can. Dahak just gets back to the barracks. Ego stunned up, being hit here. Oh no, go to the skewer, but it doesn't quite work. Now since the gaze comes out, you know, Ego just taking hits from, oh my god, Fabian blown up. And Gambit, they're not leaving anytime soon. They know they're ahead. 13k gold advantage. They're just going to take these barracks and be done with it. Toss back onto Ego here. Popping that ulti, but immediately abyssaled up. He is dead. Ego is dead. 70 seconds. Does use the buyback. Duel comes out. Afterlife might be going down here. ASD does get the duel win. Meanwhile, Dahak stunned under the tier 4s. That's going to some way, but no, he's going for the IO instead, and he will actually get that kill. Does go down himself, but of course has the Aegis. Will be coming straight back after this short break. ASD, Dahak just goes inside, but oh, no, okay, tried to refresh the trees, and actually just ended up pooping ASD out of it, but Dahak still chasing with that Frost Shield, feel absolutely no fear, and now they just go for these racks. ASD, I mean, he's scary on the Legion, but it's just not enough. They just can't stop Gambit attacking, they just can't stop Gambit hitting buildings. I mean, okay, here we go, the lamp comes out from the coddle, and Gambit will just wait it out. They'll just sit inside the base, just like, yep, alright, we got no problems waiting for that. In comes the Abyssal, but immediately SD jumping in with the duel onto Dahak. Ego trying to get involved as well. Dahak might actually be going down here. Can they keep him alive or not? The Sinister Gaze because it's not Ego's damage, but the RP comes out. Dahak looking so low, they'll get them both. Dahak and FNG are dead. Ehome, were you really defending this one? Afro9 just will go down as well. The Razor is out of the fight. The double lamp immersion held still and killed. Somehow, some way, Ehome found a flicker of hope. Immersion stunned up, but doesn't force himself into safety as Dahak tries to come in, but this is going pretty deep from him, having to Manta quite early here, and now jumps into the backline, going for the IO, popping that counter spell, RP out onto 2, is it enough? I don't think so. The RP comes out though, dragging them back. ASD doing a lot of cleave damage here, can he go through them all? No, he cannot, he's dead. Ego fighting up as well, he's a god of Fabian, trying to make it back to the well. No one's going to make it back to the well though. Mind you, they stun up FNG and get that kill onto the Lich, but the Ancient is dead, and that will be Gambit taking game number 2, evening things out. Game number 3, Gambit Esports versus Ehome, all neck and neck now, and it's a Shadow Fiend versus a Meepo. Down in the bottom lane, FNG, dusted with fire as Afterlife comes in, stun out as well, the stomp onto Ego. This is could be a Luna in trouble. In comes Wide, try and help out with the tag team, but the jump forwards and Ego is dead. Immersion hiding in the trees here. It's FNG, gonna be jumped on, tag team out. They're trying to make the connection here. Qianming coming forwards as well, but they can't find the damage. Meanwhile, Immersion with the Frost Shield, happy to just run at these heroes. There is going to be a snowball out, collecting 2 heroes inside of it as Immersion might be going down, but no, they turn their attention to Chan Ming. Can they get the kill in time? Yes, they can. Immersion goes down as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Dahak jungling away, but he has found ASD on the chase with his teammates. Get Dahak, and they just tear him away. Meepo taken care of. ASD trying to go for the ulti, cancelling. He wants to get it perfect. And Immersion. Oh no, he just doesn't realize what the hell is going on. And there's a Requiem for you. Dahak coming in though, looking for the trade. Tripping in with the Meepos and the Chain Frost as well. Going to work. Both the heroes taken down. Not worth it at all. Well, it's going to be Gambit going for a Roshan attempt. They need this Aegis on their Meepo if they want to play aggressively. That's exactly what they want to do in these lineups. FNG though, held still, he's going to have to use a Frost Shield. Meanwhile, Y playing around on the Tusk. There's a Ravage, but it only catches onto Immersion. There's meant to be a blink there, buddy. And now look at the Chronosphere lands onto 3. That is perfect. Throw in a Chain Frost just for good measure. Meanwhile, Y just dies outside of the pit. The Aegis goes to Meepo, and Ehome can but scatter. Ehome trying to take down Fabian here. Will just drain away his life, doing his best. Luna coming in to try and help out her friend. Gonna throw down the Eclipse even, but there comes the Yules. ASD though, holding down, gets the big ultimate off onto Ehome. Takes down that Death Prophet to hack. Ooh, poofs away just in time. ASD on the Shadow Fiend. Killing off the Hangman's, I think I saw. And meanwhile, Y held still. Life Train? No. Oh, they do actually connect with the net, but I'm not sure they want to commit. They do want to commit to this. In they come onto Faith Bian here. Keep in mind they have no exorcism for this fight. Dahak running forwards, trying to round down Faith Bian, but in comes a Snowball. The Ravage is out. Dahak held still, and Dahak's going to go down once, but he does have the Aegis. Meanwhile, Ehome just trying to get onto ASD here, but he's popping up the ultimate, but no! Interrupted by the Faceless Void. Beautiful Chrono onto 3, but is it enough to turn the fight around? ASD is dropping low, but he gets a Requiem off Dahak. He's going to die. The Meepo is dead. Ehome not looking particularly healthy either, trying to keep himself alive with these life drains. 2 of them coming up at a time. Can he turn this fight around all by himself? Immersion certainly can't. He needs to get himself out. And no, Ehome, well, Afterlife coming in as well. It's still close-ish, but I think Ehome have control of things. Ehome with the smoke play themselves. Now they've got the Aghanims on the Shadow Fiend. They know how much damage they can do. Blinking forwards onto Immersion here. ASD trying to chase, but it's kind of tricky. But there's the Ravage to help them close the gap. Immersion killed. Ehome will pop that BKB. And no, he tries to go for the Chronosphere, but immediately lift up into the air. And there comes a Requiem coming down and taking Afterlife out. No Faceless Void, no Chronosphere. Eclipse going to waste, but they don't mind that. They'll back themselves away. They don't want to fight under Exorcism. Nice little lives path there. Gambit trying for the Roshan. I think Dahak will get involved as well, but Ehome very willing to defend this one. Tired, gonna buy himself back. Dahak inside the pit. Net's gonna follow. Slither as well. They're trying to poke down this Jakiro. Meanwhile, Immersion. Oh no, Immersion comes way too far forward for the Chronosphere. It's onto 4 heroes. Luna just outside of it, but can't really do anything to save the Jakiro. And now Dahak jumps in, takes down 1, takes down 2. Faith Bian killed as well. Ego trying to butt up in the top lane. They'll go on to Dahak. In they come. Yules is out. Oh, this could be a really big problem if Dahak dies once here, but he's got the Aegis. Where's his team's just nowhere to be seen though. And the Requiem held still. Oh, they just blow him up perfectly. This is really bad. Meepo dead twice immediately after that last fight. Ehome can feel the momentum coming into their favor right now. As Blur comes through. Nice little rules there from Jakiro to dodge it. Ice Path connects onto 2, but there's not really the follow-up here. They'll just get the tower with it. That's plenty fun. FNG is actually going to die just to the Jakiro's burn damage, and now comes out the Ravage, lands onto 3. There's the boy taken care of. Ehome going to suffer as well, and there's no buybacks. If Ehome realizes they could go for the finish. They're trying to take the tier 3s. Will they go for racks? They certainly will, but Immersion, they're going deep for it. Yeah, we realize there might not be a buyback right here as Immersion just being killed on the steps of his own base. He will die. ASD is unstoppable on this Shadow Fiend. The double steady Meepo trying to make something happen, blinking into the fight, but there's the Requiem to finish him off. That's just too much damage, too much firepower. Ehome, they will take this game. Dahak trying to come in again, but it's just not going to happen. The Chain Frost bouncing around as well, but it's nothing. GG's are called, and Gambit will lose game number 3. Ehome now just 1 game away from winning the minor and qualifying to that major. FNG on the run. It's 0 minutes here as this Coddle might be going down. Chooses to get the blinding light, but the tree throw coming in, and the lightning bolt as well going to finish off that Coddle. Afterlife being chased under tower here, trying to get himself away. But Ego chasing pretty hard here. There comes a Firestorm as well to give him the sight. Chen comes in as well, and that is going to be Afterlife going down. All up in the top lane, Dahag taking a ton of damage. His ASD is just all over him right now, and down he goes. Ehome Jace inside the pit, gonna commit the Ravage here. They want to get this Leshrash. FNG sliding up with that Illuminate and get the kill. No, ASD actually gets the kill first onto Immersion before going down himself. Leshrash's damage output is just ridiculous, and now they toss him forwards onto Ehome. He's trying to get the stop, trying to time it right, but Ehome does manage to dodge it. Now Sunder up from Dahak, the carry that cares. That's Ehome now with a bit more health to work with, trying to get himself away, but they actually toss the Leshrash forward onto Dahak here. They're going for more, and they will get it. Down goes one, and Ehome going to take a fall as well, but Gambit looking to punish. They will be able to cancel that TP out as in comes the Phoenix with that Supernova, combo it up with the Will-O-Wisp. Ego shouted at Cell still. Can he blink to the high ground? He cannot. Down goes the Phantom Assassin as well. Raw comes out onto the Tiny. Gambit might be able to finish off his kill, but it's taking a long time. Finally, they do finish it up. And they won't be punished for it. Immediate smoke to follow. Into the Roche pit we go. Ehome, where is the response? They're even going to try and use a Will-O-Wisp to defend this one. Alpha sitting inside that pit does have the Ravage. Ehome might not even want to fight this. Jump forwards from the Phoenix. Down goes Roshan. Afo takes the Aegis, in fact, and does immediately die afterwards. But down goes Dahak as well. Meanwhile, Ego jumping onto the Beastmaster as well. He's going to fall. Ravage committed to this one. Can they kill ASD? It's really important. Afo pulls off something here, but he's just not going to get anything. They get the Aegis, but lose 3 heroes for it as well. Oh dear. Make that 4 as Immersion being chased down by Y. The Boar as well, offering that slow Immersion. Taken care of as the Leshrash TP'd in. FNG. Oh no, it's another one. Tiny on Coddle. It's not a combination which goes well. Ehome looking to chase more as they jump forwards. The Coddle once again blown up in the middle lane. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Ego trying to chase, but Immersion, he doesn't actually have the... Oh no, the crit comes through. PA just about cleaning up that kill. Gambit, they lose a middle racks, and Ehome, they can smell the Chinese air. The Major within their grasp. Dahak, he's going to get the Sunder off, but what's it really matter here is PA just tears him a new one. And up onto the high ground again. Ego leading the charge. Gambit. Oh, they jump forwards onto the Tide Hunter. Ego. Well, we'll give him the Solar Crest. Just keep on throwing that Solar Crest on him. Try and get rid of some of that evasion, but yeah, he's still just going to sit here and take the tower all the same. Gambit, they have... This is the thing, they have Ravage, they have everything. They don't want to fight into this Aegis, but what choice do you have? Raw comes out onto the Leshrash. They will be able to keep him locked down, but where's the follow-up damage as well? Ravage doing a lot of work. They'll take down the Leshrash. Can they take down the PA as well? At least once with this Aegis. Maybe they could do it. Yes, he does die for the first time. Supernova as well, going to help out with that. Have they timed it right as G respawns? No, they have not. BKB popped, and Immersion just completely torn apart. Ego going crazy right now as in comes a Tiny as well. Chan Ming looking to stun up and throw back to Hack into the carry, into the jaws of death, known as Phantom Assassin, and she'll just stun him up, crit him up to Hack, try to fight Ego, dropping low. Who's going to die here? Ego so low. They're both going to go down. Ego does get the triple kill, immediate buyback, trying to take this fight. Terrorblade will have to do the same as in comes Xian Ming once again, doing work on this Tiny with those tosses, and in comes a Phantom Assassin. They're looking for the final barracks, mega creeps, and that's all it's going to take. Y trying to fight up, might actually be going down here. Y is dead, but as is the Beastmaster as well. Ego fighting up with Dahak once again. The way it went last time was them both dying. Oh my god, FNG critted up and blown up. Ego just going absolutely crazy here, jumping in onto 3 heroes there. No hope for Gambit left. They're all dead, and good game well played is called.